Hi, good evening. It's been a long time since I've actually come online and showed any videos. So today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little thing. I don't know if you can see this teddy bear. I mean, basically this is a polar bear, actually not exactly teddy bear. This is a polar bear, and I'm going to show you how to make it in like a 6-ply yarn. You can actually make it in thicker blanky yarn also, and then bring it together. But I'm going to show you, this is done in very thin yarn, 4-ply yarn. So I'm going to show you today how to do it in 6-ply yarn, bring it together, and probably in multiple videos because it won't go in one video completely. So just hang on. I hope you guys are doing well. I had a very tumultuous last year because I was shifting, and then I lost a lot of money. I mean, somebody stole money from me and all that stuff. So all this was happening last year, and finally I've shifted to a new premise and settled in. Once I settle in, I'm just trying to see if I can resume what I was doing earlier and give you guys some good content, at least some good videos to see how different kind of products that you make. So here we have 6-ply yarn in white. Since it's polar bear, so we decided to go with white. Of course, we've got other color blanky yarn as well, so probably putting it together as a bear family. But this is 6-ply white. So just do a usual, you start with a knot initially, and do a single crochet, and then in the magic ring you do 10 single crochets. Okay, so this was the first one, so we'll do another one, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I pull the shorter end out because I want the magic ring to be slightly smaller. So then 5 and another 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and then close the loop just as well. Put a slip knot in the first stitch and bring it out. Then we're going to do increase here. In the second round we're going to increase it. So every second single crochet that we've done, we'll do 2 single crochets in that. So the first one we'll just do 1, and then we'll go second, we'll do 1, and then we'll do 2. Okay, then again 1, then another 2, 1, 2. Okay, then 1, then 2 in the next one, 1, 2. Let me know if you guys want me to do these in Hindi as well. I can do all these in Hindi as well. I probably should do it in Hindi just so that people have a lot of people from the Hindi heartland can actually follow and do all these things, make all these things, Amigurumi toys and all that. So another 2. So I'll probably be launching a separate Hindi channel for the content here at some point in time, So we'll just keep you in the loop on this. Another 2. अब हिंदी चैनल मतलब मैं जब शुरू करूँगी तो वो शुरुआत से शुरू होगी, मतलब फिर मैं लोगों को सिखाऊंगी कि कैसे सिंगल क्रोशे, कैसे डबल क्रोशे, कभी डबल हाफ क्रोशे करते हैं ना। तो आपने ये पूरा कर लिया. This is all that you've done. Now you go to the first one, and then you go to the third round. Third round is not going to be an increase. This is all the increase that we're doing because we're just doing the leg. We've already done one leg here, and so we'll do the second leg. For this, basically you need 6-ply yarn, number 5 crochet hook. As you can see, it's number 5 crochet hook, and then maybe a number 3 crochet hook as well for the smaller products that you'll put in the muffler and the cap, and different colored yarns for muffler and cap. I've got brown and blue, and then I've got some toy filling or scrap that you want to put in. So toy filling. So all this is that you need for this product to be made, which I'm sure you probably have already. So then we're doing an increase. We've done the increase round. This is the third round that we're doing, and we're now going to do, after this we're going to do second round is increase, and we at the third round. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of non-increase rounds. So 6 rounds after the increased round. So we are going to do 5 more rounds of this, okay? So now we're going to do fourth round. Oh, okay, what just happened here? Okay, no, it's fine. The fourth round. And we have to do 4 more single crochet rounds after this one. This is the 5th round, okay? Okay, so we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in total we have, like here I showed you, we were supposed to do 6 after the second round. We're supposed to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we total it together 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds. 8 rounds to make the leg. And then what we'll do is we'll add the 2 legs and then work on them together, you know. So this is 2, 2, 4, 1, 5. This is the 6th round we're starting. And then 2 more rounds after this. After that we'll join the 2 legs. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th round. Okay. One more round before we join the legs together. What's just happening right now? Okay. We've done 2 together. We're just supposed to do 1, right? Now we're entering the 8th round. 2, 4, 6, 7 and 8. This is the 8th round that we're doing. Okay, so this is 8th round completed. Now we're going to stitch these two together. These two legs, we want to bring them together. So wherever, I'm putting them together at the same junction, this one and this one coming together. And then what I'll do is, I will crochet two these things from here and two from here and crochet them all together, So for instance, now I will bring the single crochet together. Okay, then the next one we'll do 2 again and 2 again in the other leg and bring them together and crochet them together. Okay, I'll show you the third one. This is 2 in this one, and then I put this, and the other leg also I put it together, 2 in this one, so both of them crochet together, third stitch. And now for the final that we crochet together is the 4th one. So 4th stitch again, I put 2 in and I put 2 in again, and then I crochet them together. Okay, so 4 stitches have been crocheted together. So now it looks like pant legs actually. But so now what we'll do is we'll just sort of crochet around both the legs together. Instead of, I'll just snip this off because we don't need this. So I'm snipping this off. But so now we'll do around both the legs, we'll do crochet together. Okay, so this is where we start, and we're just going to do one round of combined leg crochet. Like both the legs together, one round we'll do, and then we'll do an increase. Okay, so yeah. So again, now that we come to the end of this one, so we're not going to go here, we're just going to go to the next leg. Okay, and then we crochet together. So as you can see, it's looking like pant legs actually, right? Then we're ending the second leg now. There we are. And now we go back to where we started crocheting together, right? So what we'll do is here is we will increase from here. So the first one we'll do one single crochet, and then the next we do 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. This is one line of increase that we'll do, 1 and 2 again. So what happens if we do this line of increase is, if you notice in this one, this fellow has a little bit of bulge around here, a little bit of belly, right? So this increase is to create that belly effect. We want a nice chunky polar bear, not a really emaciated one. We don't want a polar bear that's been worst hit by the climate change. So we still want a little bit of a slightly healthy polar bear. So we're giving a belly here, and the belly is done by increase in the increase that we're doing here. Okay. So 1 again, and then 2. So the thing is that you have to use a thicker crochet hook for this, is because this is a thicker yarn. If you were to use a thinner crochet hook, it would put a lot of strain on your shoulder and your wrist and your fingers. You don't want that, so therefore a thicker crochet yarn a thicker crochet hook to handle a thicker crochet yarn. Okay, again 2. And then 1, and then 2, and then 1. We finished doing increase around one leg, and the second leg will be doing, and then 2, and then 1, and then 2 again, one, 2 again, 1, 2 again, 1, 2, then 1, and then 2 again, and then 1. So now we've done an increase around the legs, both of them together. So now next one we'll just do single crochets. Okay, so the single crochets is going to lock in the increase, and see if you really want, you can do another round of crochet, but then the belly would become too big and it will start looking very disproportional. So so just one round of increase, and then so you've done second round after the one round of increase and then one single crochet, and I'm going to figure out how many do we need here. So maybe 4 to 6 rounds of single crochet. So we'll do another 3 rounds and then we'll see if we need any more. Okay, so 3 rounds of single crochet, no increases. So by that time we would know if we want to make the belly bigger or we want to make the belly smaller from there on, or just continue for another few rounds before we start the decrease. Okay, because we've got the belly bigger but the chest is thinner, so with this guy the belly is big, but then we sort of tapered for the chest and for the neck, so if, for instance, here we have like 1 increase and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 6, 6 rounds of single crochet and then the decrease. So we'll do between 4 to 6 rounds. So we'll start the second round and then 2 more rounds, and then we'll figure out if we want to do 2 more rounds after that. So what you can, I just count and keep a track of it through counting. But if you want, you can have some different colored yarn and place it so that you know where, like a stitch marker, so you know where you have started where the rounds have started. So for instance here, if I want, I can just pull this through and let it hang around like a stitch marker. So this becomes like a stitch marker for me. So I know that this is where the rounds have started, and every time I'm counting from here on. Okay. So the second round of after increase. So we'll do 2 more rounds after increase. And we figure out if we want to make the belly bigger or we're just good enough and start tapering the belly. So because of the stitch marker, we know that we are now about to start the third round now. So we're going to finish the second round where the stitch marker is placed and start the third round from there on. Third round of single crochets after the increase, okay, not a third round in total. Third round has started now. One, two, three. Sorry. So this is third round now completing. As you can see, we've got the stitch marker to tell us. And now we're going to do fourth round. So if you see that we've got fourth round will come up till here. So I think I'll do at least one more round after this. Just lock in the belly a bit. So as you can see, the sort of a curvature is already there, right? So the curvature is already there. It's not looking like a straight thing. So curvature is already there. You should put one more round of the belly, one or maybe two more rounds of the belly, and then start reducing it. Okay. And the reduction will be more gradual because we don't want it to be a sudden reduction. We don't want to look like the that the bear has a very abrupt belly end. Generally, belly is kind of gently reduced, so we're going to do the reduction gently as well. So we're finishing the 4th round. I think I'll put 2 more rounds in before I start reducing the belly. And move on to the chest basically. Or at least take a call after 1 round if I want to reduce the belly immediately after that, or just keep it a little bit and reduce it after that. So this is going to be the 5th round. Maybe there will be a 6th round as well, after which we will start reducing the number of stitches so that we graduate on from the belly into the chest area. Okay. And we leave a little bit of a slightly longish chest because, as you can see, polar bears are a little bit bigger than the average black bear. Or for that matter, a sloth bear. So we need a little bit more space between the belly and the neck. Although in the wild, polar bears are hardly the cuddly creatures that we're trying to make them today. They're the apex predators, and human beings are legitimate food for them. So please don't assume that just because we're making a polar bear plushie, that a polar bear is a very cuddly and sweet animal. In the wild, if you ever to see a polar bear, you probably don't want to get any nearer to them than you already are, because they have been known to, express interest in eating people. So you're food for them. So here we are making a plushie of a predator, which is basically a predator for us as well, not just for regular mammals. So now we're getting to the 5th round, and I think maybe we can put 1 more round because it still looks like he's got a big hip and not exactly a belly. So I think we'll put another round in, and then we'll start reducing. 6. A lot of people actually are trying to have the same sort of belly fat as we're trying to give to this polar bear here. And basically, if people are having any belly fat, please watch the time of your food consumption. If you have belly fat and you have a belly which is very difficult to get rid of, there are only 2 reasons for which is happening. A, your dinner is very heavy, and B, your dinner is very late. So if those 2 you take care of, you will not have such a low-hanging huge belly. It's about regulating your dinner time and your dinner quantity to reduce the belly. Okay, so preferably have lighter dinner in the evening, and lighter and earlier dinner in the evening, so that you don't resemble the polar bear that we're trying to make with a nice belly. Okay, sorry I digressed, but seemed like a good opening to throw in some knowledge about why bellies happen and how to prevent them. So because I used to have this issue earlier on, but then for different reasons I had to actually move my food time to earlier during the evening because I had like a lot of acidity problem. So I started eating early dinners and light dinners, and poof, my belly is reduced. It's almost non-existent now. So yeah, it's nice fun. So since I've tried and tested and it happened with me, I thought I should probably spare this knowledge for you guys as well. Now we're going to reduce it. We've already done 6 rounds of after the increase, so we're going to start reducing it. So when we're reducing it, we're not going to reduce every second crochet stitch because we want a gentle reduction. We don't want an abrupt reduction because it's a belly, gently reducing into a chest. So it's not a bag or something like that. So we're just going to do 1, 2 of them together, and then do 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then again we do 2 together. 1, 2 together, and then 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then again 6 and 7 together, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again 6 and 7 together, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again 6 and 7 together, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we've completed 1 round of reduction. As you can see, the mouth is slightly tapering off, and you can look at this is like a bum formation for our cute little polar bear. So at this stage what we are going to do is maybe just keep the stitch marker away, but we're going to fill toy filling in the legs, because as it grows bigger it's going to get difficult to access the leg area. So we're just going to put a little bit of toy filling inside the legs. So here's a little bit of toy filling, and we are just going to put it in the leg. First the left leg or the right leg, whichever one leg, and then the other one. So we just stuff the toy filling in the legs. Okay, and the second one. Okay. A little bit more. And a little bit more. So the legs are a little bit well stuffed to stand on their own if they want to. So now we are going to continue the process. Reduce in the next. We're going to start reducing in the next line as well. We continue the same way. 5 single crochets and then 6 and 7 single crochet together. So here we are. And then we've done 1 here, then second, third, fourth. Okay, actually we did 5 till here. Should be doing, yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we did, and we'll do 6 and 7 and then do 5 together. That's what we're doing, continuation. So 6 and 7 together, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 and 7 together. So this way we are actually gradually reducing the belly into the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 together, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and 7 together again, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and 7 together again. So now, as you can see, we've already reduced the. It's looking like a, like a little bit of a. It's looking like a sofa in those 3 Idiot movies, actually. So yeah, so this is happening. It's reducing. We want it to become this thin before we actually call it the chest and not the belly. So yeah, so we'll continue with the 2 more rounds of reduction and then take a call on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 and 7 together. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is 6 and 7 together. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as you can see, this is now reduced a lot. But we'll do 1 more round of reduction. As you can see, the mouth is really tapering off now, and then we will just continue with the single crochet for next 8 rounds. So this is 5 we've done, then 6 and 7 together, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's 6 and 7 together. Okay, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is 6 and 7 together, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now it's become quite, small, the mouth. So we're just going to now do at least 4 rounds of single crochet without any decrease, and then towards the end we will 4 to 8 rounds of single crochet without any decrease, and then after that we will reduce it a little bit for 2 rounds and then close off the torso, and then we'll move on to the head and the hands and stuff like that. So now this mouth is very small now when we started, so I'm going to put a little bit more toy filling inside so that the accessibility is, again, as it grows bigger, the accessibility becomes a bigger problem now. So yeah, so I'm putting some toy stuffing inside this, inside the belly, making it a little bit more non-hollow. Yeah. And I'll put a little bit more. Okay, we'll put enough stuffing inside. And now we're going to do the chest now. So for chest we just kind of continue with the single crochets and then the side. I think we've made it a little quite thin actually, but it's one thing with the chest area. It just looks like a woman now. Our teddy bear has got the curves in all the right places. So. So we're in the second round of single crochet. Coming to this end of the second round of single crochets. This is the third round. I get a feeling that my polar bear is looking too curvy. I mean, I hope it doesn't look like a woman, but that's okay. I can manage. See, woman teddy bear. Woman polar bear. A female polar bear with all the curves in the right places. So this is the third round after reduction. I'm just going to do a comparison of size. This is going to be a little bigger than this fellow, simply because of the yarn being thicker. So yeah, so we are at fourth round after the decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're going to figure out if we want to do 4 more rounds or just decrease from here on and close up. Okay, so I think we'll do 2 more rounds at least, simple single crochets, so that'll make it 6 rounds of single crochet after decrease. And then in the last 2 rounds we're just going to reduce a little bit, and then finally we're just going to, third round we're just going to close off. So the 9th round from the reduction round will be the closure round. Okay, so this we're doing 4, then 2 more, so it makes 6, and then this, no, so we're doing how many more, I forgot also, 2 more, and then it makes 6, and then we'll do 2 more of reduction, slight reduction, and then finally the closure. Okay, so yeah, so this is the 5th round of straight, you know, after the decrease. And this is the 6th round for chest, and then we do the reduction next round. 1 round of reduction, 1 round of plain thing, and then closure. Okay, before we close we'll put in a little bit more toy stuffing. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds. 6th round. And then in the 7th round we do a little bit of reduction, slight reduction, and in the 8th round just stabilize after reduction, and the 9th round we just close off. Okay, so we will put the hand around the 8th round, not the 9th round. The 6th round, 6th round, and now we're going to do a little bit of reduction. So we're going to reduce it by 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oh sorry, 5, and 6 and 7 together, like before, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and 7 together, again 1, 2. So we did 1 more reduction, that's it, and then we do 1 more, and then we just close off after that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So we're done the final round. Now before we close out, we'll put a little bit more stuffing inside, okay? So that my polar bear doesn't look like a woman with a wide hip and small waist. Starts looking like a Hollywood actress with a very good figure. Right. A little bit more toy stuffing. Like I said, you need to look less like a Hollywood actress and more like a bear actually. So yeah. So now we close it off. Close off the torso. When we close off the torso, we just do every two crochets together. So 1 and 2 together. 3 and 4 together. 4, 5 and 6 together. 7 and 8 together. 9 and 10 together. 11 and 12 together. 13 and 14 together. 15 and 16 together. 17 and 18 together. 19 and anywhere else 23rd together, and slip stitch, and we take yarn and snip it off, and then we remove the stitch marker also and just pull it off. Pull it off. So this is the body of the bear that we made. Now we're going to put the head here and the arms here, 2 arms and the head here. So you just kind of take a break and then come back with a new video, because this is quite long. This is already 1 hour to make the body. So just take a break and then we'll make the arms and the head. Okay, so thank you.